I should say to you that we have online Dr. Holder, Senator Hunt, Senator Holder, and Senator Wiggins. So welcome, colleagues online. It is quite likely that Minister Ford may join us online as well. He's attending to a little bit of an emergency at his residence. I had seen a circulation of the minutes. If colleagues have had a chance to read the minutes, could I have a motion, please, that they be adopted?
Motion so moved.
Moved by Minister Humphrey. Seconded, please.
Seconded.
Thank you, Senator Sands. Are there any amendments? Feeling which we proceed then to continue from where we left off. On the last occasion that we had met, I believe that we had gotten as far as Ms. Bell, Part 5. We were about to start Part 5, Rights and Obligations.
Yes, Chair.
Fine. The floor is yours, ma'am.
Good morning, all. Just to start from where we left off, Part 5, dealing with the rights and obligations of vendors. Clause 17 deals specifically with the rights of vendors. The right to carry on business is captured here as long as the vendor carries on such business in accordance with the terms and conditions of the license granted under the proposed legislation, as well as being subject to the provisions of the current act and statutory instruments made thereunder, and any other relevant enactment pertaining to vendors without fear of harassment or unreasonable impediments. Another set of rights that are discussed within this clause, the right to the vendor to have 30 days of notice before imposition of an eviction notice, subject to 19.3, and 19.3, clause 19.3, speaks to special circumstances where that obligation can be set aside, and those are in the interest of an emergency pursuant to Section 2 of the Emergency Management Act, where there's a danger to public safety, public order, or public health. Then that would be set aside, and only in those circumstances. Further, the vendor will be entitled to 30 days notice before the imposition of a relocation notice. They would have the right to be consulted in relation to an assignment to a new site or location. They'll be entitled to notice in relation to new sites or location where it would be conducive to carrying out his vending business. He would have the right to reclaim any merchandise seized pursuant to the eviction or relocation notice, right to make a claim for compensation, and that there's a right for compensation in certain circumstances, specifically though in relation to the emergency, etc. That particular cross-reference would have to be changed to 25. So in amendments arising out of this meeting, in future correspondence, I will make the adjustment there. Any comments? Thanks.
Colleagues? Are there any queries, concerns arising out of section 17 as outlined by the Deputy CPC? Leader of the opposition.
Probably not a matter that is or can be or would be captured by the legislation. We confer rights or provide for rights for people often. That's our history. But we don't go the next step and provide the requisite facilities often. A right means nothing. A right to operate means nothing if we're looking to empower people, unless we're going to give an undertaking, and seriously so, that adequate facilities would be provided where people can enjoy those rights, and in this case with reference to vending. I just want to note that I am sure that the mindset as Minister you would bring to the situation would be to encourage very strongly your government to undertake that in all instances where it is required, where we confer rights on people, to empower them, we also match them with the requisite facilities to pursue those rights. The other issue for me is B, under 3, be consulted in respect to any assignment. A consultation means a lot of things to a lot of people. I have found in public sector circles. And maybe legal minds here can speak to what it means here specifically, because I know at various levels the term is used, but what it entails does not amount to any serious interface between parties.
Leader of the opposition, your observation with respect to the latter matter is noted. I myself have reflected on that prior to us coming to this point. I take some degree of comfort at 17.3c, which is the next provision of the clause, whereby it is said that the vendor will be assigned a new site or location which is conducive to the carrying out of his vending business. I suspect that your concern about clause B is that the consultation might be a bare bones interface, but not a substantive one. Deputy CPC, in view of the appropriate concerns raised by the leader of the opposition, are there any views that you have on this matter as to how we can make it a more robust provision in the interest of protecting the vendors?
Chair, not